Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Hey, I'm going through some of the topics that you all sent me. So, these are y'all's questions, not mine. So, understand that first. I wouldn't always pick these, but since y'all ask them, I'm going to answer them. And one of the highly voted questions was how to make a man earn your love. And to be honest with you, as I thought about it, I'm like, well, I just thought about it about 2 minutes ago, but I was like, you know what? That's actually a good question because most women do it the wrong way. And the reason why is because you've been telling yourself that you need a man, that you're tired of being lonely, that you're jealous of your friends who have gotten married and started families. And so, because of everything you tell yourself, you actually have messed this up for you. So, you got to think about this. It first starts with your mindset and just literally say this: a man needs me. That's what you need to say. Instead of I need a man, you need to say a man needs me. Instead of saying, I'm tired of waiting, you need to shift it and say, I'm glad that I haven't settled for just anybody. So you have to shift your thinking, reverse your thinking, invert your thinking, whatever you need to do so that you can look at the picture as you are the prize. You're not the one who is waiting on a handout, waiting to be selected. You are the prize. So understand that and shift your mindset first. And what the young lady asked in her question was, other than, what can we do other than not sleeping with them? That's one way to make them earn you, but what else can you do? And nothing really will matter if your mindset is not in the right place. Then after that, you have to understand that you have to mirror a man. Whatever he does, I didn't even know this was a term when I made it up writing a book years ago. And then I've been seeing it around, people talking about mirroring, but I don't know what the clinical term or whatever, whoever made their term up, what it means. But for me, what I mean is you give a man exactly what he gives you, nothing more. And when I say exactly, that kind of can be taken out of context. So I'm not saying like if he buys you a pair of shoes, you buy him a pair of shoes. What I mean by this is you don't give him more than what he gives you. So if he's not calling you, don't call him. If he doesn't text you, don't text him. If he doesn't ask you on a date, don't ask him on a date. So this is what I mean by you mirror a man. And you can mix it up a little bit to where if he calls you a few times, then now you can call him. But I've seen women write me and they say, I'm dating this guy and I'm the only one reaching out. I'm the only one initiating contact. That should never be the case because men are hunters by nature. A man wants to work for what he gets in life, his money, his promotion, his body, his woman. A man wants to work for a real man. So you should never be the one initiating contact with a man. It should always be the man, and then you can reciprocate the contact. So if he called you today and y'all are an item, y'all are in a relationship, then you can call him tomorrow. If y'all just met and y'all are just dating, like, not an item yet, then he needs to be calling you. And he calls you every day, texts you every day. Another thing what you can do in this early stage is you have to make a man give you real time. So text message is not real. Sending you a video message is not real. Sending you a voice memo is not real. He has to get on the phone with you. Get on the phone and go back and forth in conversation with you. If y'all are in the same city, then he needs to come see you. He needs to see you at least once a week. If he works 40 hours or less, even if he works 60 hours or less, he can come see you. So That's what it needs. He needs to see you once a week. If y'all are within, if you're within 4 hours, because 4 hours is nothing for a man, to drive for a woman that he wants. It's a lot. 4 hours is 40 hours to drive for a man. If it's for a woman he doesn't really want, and he's just kind of using it as a placeholder, using it as a roster filler. But 4 hours, you do that in a heartbeat. Like, boom, get off work Friday or Saturday morning, get up 5:30, 6 a.m., boom, hit the road. You listen to your favorite album, your podcast, your videos, the radio. You there before you know it. Spend all day, 8 p.m., get on the road, back to the house. That's nothing for a man if he wants that woman. So anything less than that, like y'all 30, 45 minutes, he definitely need to be coming to see you. And it doesn't have to, making a man earn you has nothing to do with money. So don't look at it like, and this is what a lot of women make the mistake and say, oh, well, we go on dates, but all the dates are cheap. Or we link up, like we meet up to go on a date, but we're not spending any money. Like, he doesn't spend any money. That has nothing to do with earning you. You don't want a man to buy you. That's not earning you. That's buying you. It's a difference. Me and my wife was watching this show, and this dad, he real rich, and his son is a driver, but the dad is a billionaire. So it's like, okay, if his son raced the cars, then son gonna get to be one of the racers because his dad is the money. And that's buying, not earning. There's the other guy who's a real good driver, but he didn't get the spot on his team because he didn't come with a lot of money. He didn't have a sponsor. So that's what you have to realize. Don't look at a man earning you just because he's buying you gifts, or he's paying for expensive dates, or he's taking you, on helicopter tours, or what have you. That is not earning you. That's buying you. And you got to be able to differentiate between the two. See, a man earning you is him giving you his time. When he gives you his time, and now here's the key. Now there's the caveat. A man earning you is when he gives you his time and he doesn't have endless time to give you. So he works a full-time job, and if he works for himself, if he doesn't work on somebody's job, he's working on his business, his brand, or whatever full time. Like, he's giving his situation at least 40 hours a week. And so he doesn't have just endless time. I'm not talking about a man who is living with his mom and not working, so he's living off of his mom. He's not living with his mom. He's living off of his mom. I'm not talking about a man with no job. I'm talking about a man with a job, because a man with no job, he shouldn't be talking to you in the first place. So if you're talking to a man with no job, you need to go on about your business anyways, because he got other stuff he need to be focused on, trying to work out, trying to get together. Okay, understand that. Now, a man with a job, if he's giving you time, real time, on the phone, in person, that is him earning you. Now, another thing is you have to kind of spread yourself out. What I mean by this is you can't come in, like, it's been women who ask me, can I kiss on the first date? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What if he got mono? Rat 9 these times, what if he got that 19? And you go on a date, y'all go on a date, you supposed to be social distance, but no, you going on a date and y'all just gonna social distance in your car, and y'all ain't 6 feet apart, and then he lean over to kiss, and he got that 19, but no symptoms showing up yet. Now you got the 19. Now if you got respiratory issues, you going to meet the Lord, and so you have to think about this, is you got to spread yourself out. It's still certain, this month make 13 years of marriage for my wife and I, and it's still certain parts of her, it's still certain, parts of her personality, just expressions. It's still certain parts of her that I still have not experienced. And it may be certain parts of me that she still has not experienced. And what I mean by this is you just don't give everything, all of you, every part of you to a man so early. And that's the thing. It's like, it's so many women that be so desperate for a man that in the first year, you done pull every rabbit out the hat. You done pull every trick out the bag from under your sleeve. You done slid down every kind of pole. You got every kind of lingerie. You doing every kind of trick of the trade he has experienced from you, and he barely even know you. It's only been 3 months. It's been 6 months. It's been 9 months. It's been 12 months, and you doing everything. You in there and giving him while you cooking hamburger with cheese on it. And it's like, how you cooking and doing that at the same time? And he's just like, whoa, what's going on? So then he knows that you desperate, that you lonely. So guess what? He's not earning you, because because this one thing you have to realize is that most men, 9 out of 10 men, they have something to compare you to. 9 out of 10 men. So when a man meets this type of woman, there's this type of woman, okay? I married her, so I'm gonna talk about this type of woman. Y'all make sure you pre-order the book, A Woman's Influence. I married this woman. When a man meets this type of woman, the first time they link up, it's not inside of her apartment. It's outside on the bench. But it's another type of woman. Oh yeah, you come over. I live on 123 Main Street. The code to the gate is 985, and I'll leave the door unlocked. Just come on in. So it's that type of woman. Okay. Now it's up, and then it's another type of woman who, I live 123 Main Street, but not gonna give you the code to the door or to the gate or how to get in the building or whatever. I'll meet you down there. Just call me and I'll come down and get you. Okay, it's that type of woman. But yet, both of them letting you come to their place on the first, second, third date. And don't know you from a can of paint. Don't know you no better than the man on the moon. And that's an issue. So he sees that, but then he sees this woman over here, who she won't let him come to her place. Won't let him come in her place. They sitting out at the park, on the park bench. She drove herself. Won't let him come on the first date. It's the type of woman that'll say, yeah, I live on 123 Main Street. Come, you can come pick me up and then just give me a call. So it's that type of woman. So now, if he cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you don't even know this man, but now he knows where you live. Because you want to feel so chivalrous. You want him to be so chivalrous. You want to feel like a queen. And so you done gave him, you so trapped in being taken care of. Oh, a man got to pick you up on a date. So you trapped in that. So now you know where you live. But then it's another woman say, okay, yeah. What, you want to go to the bowling alley? Okay, cool. What time? Yeah, let's do 7 o'clock. All right, I'll meet you there. He like, okay. And then, so now the one woman, he know where you live. So he pick you up, he take you off, take you home. When you find out you don't like him a week later, and you tell him, you stop answering his calls, you getting ready to leave out the house, you open the door, he's standing there looking at you. Why? Because you let him pick you up before you even vetted him and know that he is or isn't the man for you. Whereas this other woman, she good because she met him at the thing. Now see, it's some women that's gonna meet him at the thing. So it's another type that's gonna meet him at the bowling alley, and they're gonna go bowling, and then they're gonna stand out there and talk afterwards, at the car. And it's one type of woman, they gonna talk after. She gonna give him a church hug. Okay, she gonna give him a church hug. Bam, a little pat on the back, that one hand, a little pat on that other shoulder. There you go. And then she gonna get in her car and she going the long way home, and she in her rearview mirror. She making sure Buddy's not following her. She on that. So you not coming to my house. I'm meeting you at the date. Afterwards, I'm hitting you with a church hug. Okay, yeah, we could chop it up for 10, 15 more minutes out in the parking lot. But it's either cold, it's either hot and humid in the parking lot, or it's cold in the parking lot. So I'm not standing out here all too long because my hair finna fall and it's gonna get frizzy. I got to go. So here go the church hug. Oop, here go the church hug. I'm gone. And it's that type of woman. Okay. Then you got the other type of woman who she gonna meet you there because she wants to show she independent. She wants you to see her BMW. She wants you to know she riding in some nice wheels. Oh yeah, you can walk me to the car. Oh, she needs you to see that. She hitting that remote. Oh yeah, she won't let you know which one it is. Okay, now let's stand here and talk. Now you got the kind of woman, she gonna stand out there and talk for an hour. And then a hug gonna be sensual. Hug gonna be 2-hand sensual. Okay, with that type of woman, he might could slide that hand down her back. Get him a good squeeze. Okay, and that's that type of woman. So now, because men like to work, because men want to work for what they get, because men want to earn a woman, because what you let a man do shows a man how you value yourself, and it all comes from your mindset. So here's the thing. This ain't about playing a game. This isn't about playing a game. This isn't about playing a role. This isn't about playing hard to get. This is about shifting your mindset to where you really think like this. You really believe, to where you really say to yourself, you need to call me if you want to be with me. You need to initiate the call. Not text me to death. You need to try to link up to see me every week if we live within distance. You need to set that up if you really want to be with me. You need to meet me. We need to go on a real date. So whatever this, even if it's walking around the lake, we need to get out the house and go somewhere. And at that place, we're going to spend us some time, whether it's 2 hours or 4 hours, whatever it is, how much of a time you have to give without neglecting your responsibilities. Don't miss your homework. Don't miss your sleep. Don't leave your child with the babysitter too long. Like, don't neglect your responsibilities, but give the time that you have to give. And your mindset needs to be, you don't deserve to kiss me because I don't know you. And how you do your lips, what you do with your lips. Let me watch your mouth a little bit. Okay, you don't need to be feeling on me, grabbing a handful of booty, trying to rub on all this. You don't deserve all that because I don't know you. So you don't get to do all that. Long sensual hug, I'm not giving you all that because I'm not trying to send no mixed message. At the most, I give you a 2-hand hug, but it ain't gonna be no long embrace and all of that. Okay, here go the hug. You still a stranger. And you run like that for the first 10 dates. You keep it real cordial. This now a man is like, wow. So with my wife, I was used to being very forward because every woman I had ever dealt with, I could pretty much be real forward, just real, just out there, just say whatever. But with her energy was different because she met me outside, sat me down at the bench. We talked for 6 hours. She didn't try to sit beside me. She didn't use any terms of endearment. She didn't try to touch me. You know how women, oh, you so funny. Oh. And they be slapping all on you and they be and all of that. A man reads that. Oh, you thirsty. Oh, you loose booty. Oh, you a flirt. A man reads that. My wife didn't use any terms of endearment. So I read that because you meet some women and they like, hey boo, how are you? And it's like, this my second time calling you. I'm your boo. And some women say, oh, that's just how I talk. Some women, they'll try to defend themselves. No, that's how your grandma talk. Just because your grandma called everybody boo, sweetie, honey, cutie pie, she got the right to do that. She done been here 60 plus years. She can do what she want to do. You trying to get you a husband. You can't call a random man you just met boo, honey, sweetie, hun, babe, none of that. You gotta, all words of endearment got to be not even no nickname. A lot of women, what's up, T? You don't know me? My name Tony. You see what I mean? No terms of endearment in dating. Now, if it's business or something like that, you could be cool and cordial because you ain't trying to go there. But in dating, it's, you gotta let a man know this strictly business right now. Like, we still platonic. Like, you courting me, and you gotta do the work for me to drop my guard. That's how a man has to feel. And so you got to evaluate yourself and how you moving. So my wife, when I met her, I'm using a real this type of woman as an example of a woman who make a man work for him. So, and it was, meet me outside of my house. Let's sit down and talk. Can you talk? Can you have a conversation? We talked 6 hours. After the 6 hours, I got to go. I don't even remember really getting a hug. It probably was a little church hug, cause I don't remember nothing about it, so I know it wasn't nothing special. Then third, fourth time talked like that, 4 hours, 6 hours. I remember getting a longer hug. I got a longer hug. I remember trying to slide my hand down, grab me a handful. She caught my hand, pulled it up, back up under her back, pulled it back up to her back. I was like, whoa, okay. This a 1 out of 10 woman here, meaning she in the top 10%. Because most women, they're gonna let you get that little squeeze and just let, what you doing? Oh my goodness, oh, you killed me. What are you doing? You know, they're gonna, excuse me, you know, but they're gonna let you do it. My wife caught my whole hand. Well, no, I'm gonna let you do it, then laugh it off and all of that. Nope, give me the hand. Pull that hand up. Then I remember getting ready to go. I try to lean in. Okay, I done gave him a hug, and when you coming back from that hug, I tried to lean in. Okay, get my old kiss, and so I'm coming in. She did me like this. I was like, whoa, like, man, can't get me no kiss. We done talked 24 hours. Not 24 hours meaning like for one day, but we had to met up and we would talk like 6 hours at a time. And I'm like, man, you ought to know me by now. I had them put in more work than I ever put in. Like, them first few times of sitting and talking, that was equivalent to like a month. Like 3-4 days talking to my wife was equivalent to the amount of time I would put in with any other woman, like an entire month, because she just was a great conversationalist, and she just required that. She didn't say you got to sit here and talk to me, but she wasn't going forward. She just was talking. Like some women, if you sit and you talk to a man, and in this first hour you leaning over, touching him, you know, slapping him on the arm, you laughing at stuff that ain't even funny, you calling him boo, then he knows he don't have to talk to you 4, 5, 6 hours, because he know you already lose booty. He know you already gonna be a little easier the take down than a different than this type of woman. He already knows that, so you're not gonna get that. But when my wife's sitting on the other side of the bench talking to me and just having good conversation without flirting, without calling me terms of endearment, without laughing too hard, without, you know, doing anything, without arguing or debating or being rude or either, just being a great conversationalist, it kept me there. I was stuck. I'm like, wow, this conversation is just fulfilling, replenishing, like, this amazing. And so I was falling in love the more I talked. So in the first few dates, which involved no money, just sitting talking, I had given in 3 days the amount of time I would give another woman in 30 days or 45 days, literally. And so, or 90 days, literally. And so this is what you got to understand. So when it comes to a man earning your love, it's across the board. Now, in all of this, like a lot of women within the first 10 days, you like, oh yeah, come over to my place and I'll cook a meal. That's a mistake, because they say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. There's some truth to that, but then it's not some truth to that. Like, it's truth to it if he just starved of a home cooked meal. Meaning, like for me, it's true for me because I didn't grow up with a cooking mom. So a home cooked meal is like, that's like writing me a check for $1,000. That's like, it just knocked me off my socks. Like, you cook some spaghetti, and I'm just, because I didn't grow up, like my mom would cook maybe once a week. And so when a woman cook a meal, like my wife, she cooked, she didn't cook at first, and she didn't cook because she didn't know how to cook. Her mom could cook amazing, but my wife played like 4 different sports, 3-4 sports, and so she was always traveling, always at a game, always doing something. So she wasn't raised like domesticated. She wasn't raised like knowing how to cook every meal. And so my wife didn't cook. So that was another thing that I had to work for. So instead of her inviting me over to cook, I had to invite her out to Popeyes. That was her first time eating Popeyes. So she tells me, because she's Jamaican, so they don't really eat a lot of fried chicken. She eat, curry goat and curry chicken and jerk chicken and, saltfish and all that. So I would take her to Popeyes because that's what I'm from. And so it's costing me money. Whereas a lot of women, they'll, hey, yeah, come on over and I'll cook something. And you like, whoa. So as a man, you inside the first 2 months, in 10 dates. Because if you do 1 date a week, and I say you vetting a man for 10 dates, you need to vet a man for 10 days. So before you give him any privileges, before you kissing him like in a real way, before you let him caress, rub on you, before you letting him spend the night at your house, before you letting him, get privileges, you vet him for 10 days. And if he want to do 2 dates in a weekend, Friday night and Saturday night, okay, cool. Then that's gonna take y'all 5 weeks. You see what I mean? This is how a man earns you. And so what a lot of women do is come on over, and it's first date, second date, third date. She got on a short shorts, so she got on the tight leggings, and then she in there cooking the one meal she know how to cook, the one meal her grandma and her mama done showed her. And I mean, she finna put her foot in it, and it'd be the best thing because she trying to bait a man. See, men know that. Men already know that because he got something to compare you to. It's another woman over here who he was with her 6 months before she cooked for him. And then it's certain type of women that within the first few months, a man could give her a sob story. Yeah, it's tough being a single man, especially when you had an amazing mom. Like, I didn't really have to, do a lot of laundry and all of that. Then here go the woman. She want to be Captain Save 'em. Oh, laundry? That's so easy for me. Like, I was doing laundry since I was 9 or 10 years old. You could drop your laundry off over here. That's totally fine. And the man like, whoa, okay. We only been dating 3 months. You finna wash my drawers? So he at the house in the sink, scrubbing, trying to get that little crud out of the drawer, before he take it over there to her. Or he keep all his cruddy drawers and let her wash, pants and all of that, shirts, and he hand washing his drawers. And the thing about it is, he know how to wash. He know how to he could do laundry and fold clothes better than she can. But he just playing. A man gonna play you to see how desperate you are, to see if you looking like Who Shot John and Forgot to Kill Him, see if you boo-boo the fool. And so, you're gonna be so hungry. See if you know how to cook. See if you gonna cook. Because see, my wife don't need to know how to cook, because when I realized she really wasn't no ready-made cook, I was like, okay, well, either We're gonna have to learn how to cook together, or I'm gonna have to learn how to earn the way I can afford to eat out every night and have a different chef. The night chef Ruby Tuesday, the night chef Olive Garden, the night chef Chili's, the night chef Applebee's, the night chef Kobe Steakhouse, the night chef Little Caesars, hot and ready. So I'm gonna have to learn how to earn. So that's the mindset I went into. I ain't looked down on her because she couldn't cook. I ain't looked down on her because she wasn't trying to be a housemaid, because she wasn't washing my dirty drawers and all of that. I looked at her as a classy, respectable woman who know who she is, who knows she don't have to work for a man, she ain't got to bend over for a man. And a lot of times women say, well, how do I show a man I'm wife material if I don't cook and clean for him? That's not wife material. Who told you that a wife means a housemaid? If that's not in your wheelhouse, if that's not in your skill set, then y'all got to be able to earn the money, or he got to be able to earn the money for the housemaid, or he got to get in there and do it, or y'all get in there and learn how to do it together like that. You don't have to come pre-packaged. I cook, I clean, I do laundry, I slide down poles, I sing on the microphone, I do this, I do that. No, what you need to bring, wife is a woman who is respectable, who is responsible, who is full of integrity and character. She's honest, she's trustworthy. That's what a wife is. She's God-fearing. That's what a wife is. Wife has nothing to do with your domestication around the house. How good can you do laundry and fold clothes? How good can you cook? That has nothing to do with being a wife. But see, we've made it that way, and especially grown boys. Male misogynists, male chauvinists, whatever y'all want to call it, grown boys. That's what type of men put a lot of emphasis on that, because they don't understand. Because guess what? What they don't understand is that it's women who will cook 3 meals a day and will cheat on you. She'll cook 3 meals a day. You'll never see a dirty pair of socks or a dirty pair of drawers in your life. As soon as it hit the hamper, it's done. It's hot and ready the next day for you, right back in your drawer. But when you got to go on the road for a week or two, she'll be sleeping with another man. Men don't understand that it's women who know how to look perfect body. They ain't got a cellulite. You got to get a microscope to find you a cellulite. Ain't got a cellulite. Ain't got a hair out of place. Completely waxed. I mean, brows done, lashes done, nails done, lips filled, crow's feet filled, wrinkled forehead, Botox. I mean, pristine head to toe. But can't trust her further than you could see her, and let her and let a man shoot his shot in the DM, and he look like he got more money than you. She looking for the next argument to be up out of there. Men don't realize that it's women that's built like that. And so with the grown boys, they come and they looking for all these little, can you cook, can you clean, can you do that, sing on the microphone, can you get on your bike, That's what they looking for. I want to know how good she is at this. When that means nothing. That means nothing, because guess what? If she is amazing at this, she ain't fall out the sky like that. That come from practice, buddy. That come from practice. So a real man actually, a real man actually want his woman to be kind of amateurish. Like, he kind of want her to be amateur. And that's what women don't understand. Women come in there, you try and do every trick in the book, and don't realize that that's only impressing a grown boy who's going to be cheating on you anyways. So he wants you to be an all-star in the bedroom, because he just want to have good fun in there with you, because he gonna be cheating on you anyways. But a man who plans to be with you until death does you part, he know y'all got time to learn. He know y'all gonna learn together. Y'all go experiment and explore together. You come in there and you all high flying acrobatic in that bedroom. A real man gonna be like, who all-star team you played on? You mighty good. Juggling balls. You was on the Harlem Globetrotters? That's what he wondering. Who you been globe-trotting with that you so good? Juggling the ball in the bedroom like the Harlem Globetrotters. And you thinking you getting credit because you just showed out. No, you just set yourself up, because a man gonna look at you sideways. So even if you done been down the road a few times and been around the block a few times and rode that bicycle a few times, you got to fall off one time to make him think that he finna be showing you and that you starting over fresh. And that's literally what I mean is you got to reset from your last relationship. If you had one and he flipped you and tossed you every kind of way, when you come in, a part of making a man earn you is he got to date you, he got to court you, he got to be with you. And then when he get you, if that mean marriage for you, like it mean for us who in the Holy Bible, if that mean he need to marry you first and that's what you want, then great. And then when he marry you, that don't mean you pull out every trick in the book. That don't mean you doing everything, still even in marriage. Okay, it's just regular. Then he got to express and communicate. Hey, y'all got to talk. Y'all grow together. You build together because you hit the reset button. So you're not bringing in old tricks. You ain't bringing in the tricks that you were doing in your last relationship on this here man, because now he looking like he can't even focus on y'all because the stuff you doing in the kitchen, in the bedroom, wherever, the stuff you doing is making him think, where you learn this at? Or why you treating me the same way you treated him? Why you doing the same thing for me that you did for him? Because you didn't reset. And sometimes women don't realize that when a woman say, oh, he's not the best man, he's not that good, but I can't leave because he is so good in the bedroom. And I'm like, how you think he got that good? So he could have some brewing down there that he about to have brewing in you, because if he that good, that come from practice, and you ain't the only one he practicing with. So you need to understand that and appreciate a man who don't know his way around, and y'all got to grow together and bond together and build real love with real chemistry. So this is what you got to understand overall, is remove the desperation, the frustration, all of these things that's making you do too much, give too much, show too much, say too much, and just read and respond. Let him do the talking. Be mindful as a woman that you're not talking too much, because when you talk too much, you tell everything. So now you read your whole script. He knows what role to play. He done read your whole script because you put it out there. So he said, okay, here go the star. Okay, I'm finna play Denzel. I'm finna be Denzel in this movie, and I'm finna win an Academy Award. Thank you for telling me everything you want and expect and need from a man on the first, second date. You don't have to tell a man what you want, need, and expect from a man, because he already know what a good man is. And if he doesn't give you that, then that means he doesn't feel you deserve it. A man already know this innate. This come from God. Like, it's certain things, that we got to learn, but deep down a man know. Deep down a man know. He just gonna see what you willing to get away with. I mean, what he can get away with, what you willing to settle for. But he already knows. But if he doesn't want to give you that because he don't feel you worthy of it, he doesn't feel you're his wife, then guess what he might do? what he might do is sit there and let you talk, you running your mouth, and he just taking notes. Okay, so she like a man to open the door. I'm a dog, I'm a cheater. She don't even know that open the door don't mean nothing. I'm still gonna be cheating on her. This is what he talking to herself. I'm gonna open every door. I'm gonna open her door, I'm gonna close her door, I'm gonna get the restaurant door. And she think a man should pull out her chair in the restaurant. Okay, I'm pull out a chair. Even though her arms work, she want to feel like a queen. I'm pull out the chair. I'm pull out a chair. Oh, she think a man should pay for the whole bill on the first date. Okay, I'm gonna pay for it, no doubt. I'm pay for it, absolutely. Okay, and walk you out, open the door going out, open your car door, close your car door. Okay, got a rose on the seat when I pick you up. He just taking notes because you done told him how to be a man, what you looking for in a man that's gonna get you Aquafina ready. Now see where I'm from, we drink Zephyr Hill. You done told him what's gonna get you Zephyr Hill ready. You know what I'm talking about? You just let him know what's gonna get you ready. So now he had no plans and intentions of doing any of that because he don't feel that you worthy of that, because he doesn't see you as being his wife. You don't meet his initial requirements. He talking to you for practice. He talking to you just to wet his whistle. He talking to you just to go through the motions. Just you the sparring partner for his real championship fight for the woman that he want to be with. You the sparring partner but didn't know it. You came in there talking like you the trainer. So now you done did all this talking. Now he's going to give you exactly what you say you looking for. And then what you're going to do is when he does exactly what you told him you wanted, you're going to give him credit for it as if he did it on his own. And then when you give him credit for it, you fall in love with him because he just did everything that you said you wanted in a man. And that was not him, and it was not what he was going to give you. So now you fall for him, you give him all the credit for everything that he has done, and then boom, you own your bike. And so now he gets what he wants. He get what he wants after he get it a few times. 11 is the number. After he done been down there with you 10 times, he used to you. Because now, by that 11th time, he done had you every kind of way. He done had you every kind of way. He done had you all the ways, okay? So now he used to you now. So now, come time number 11, now he acting funny. Now you in my DM. Yeah, I've been dating this guy for a few months and everything was great. Everything, he was so amazing. But now he's distant. Now he's acting distant. Now he's acting different and I don't understand it. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. You talked too much. You gave too much. You showed too much. You did too much. Instead of sitting back, letting him serve you, letting him work for you, and you saying thank you. Let him show you who he is, and you just read and respond, or read and react. You let him show you who he is, what he believes a man should do and be, and all of this. Let him show you. That's why I tell women, offer to pay your half on the first date, so he can show you where his mind is at. If he say, oh, okay, cool, yeah, go ahead. Now you see what type of man he is. If he said, no, I got it. Now you see what type of man he is. You got to give a man enough rope to help himself or himself. You got to give him the rope to let him show you what he gonna do with it. Instead of laying it all out and telling him, well, I really, and he said, well, and this how a man sets you up. A man knows what he's doing. So when he comes in, he's gonna ask you, what are you looking for in a man? That's the trick question right there. And that's where you have to be able to say, I don't know. I'll know it when I see it. And then he's like, oh, okay, wow. See, he ain't ready for that. And you weren't ready for that, but you talking to the man. You talking to the one who played all the games. So you're going to be up on game, but you wouldn't know that. But he asking you, what do you look for in a man? So that everything you say is everything he could pretend to be, because he got one goal, and that's to see how fast he can get you in them sheets, okay? and if not the sheets, then the back seat or wherever. He want to see how fast he can get you there. And the faster he gets you there, the less he thinks of you, the less he feels for you. Point blank, period. A lot of y'all want to argue with that, but no, that's what he's trying to do. And I'll be honest with you, even a so-called good man, a man who has good in him, who can become an upstanding citizen, a great husband, great father, even that type of man may try you that way. Yeah. Because for some men, that's the only test they know. For some men, that's what they were shown, that's what they were told. Try to get with her and see how fast she'll let you get with her. And if she do it within 2 weeks, if she do it within 3 months, that's what he has been told, and that's all he knows. And so he'll try you. Even as a good man, he'll try you. And if you don't know who you are, what your standards are, what you stand for, and this is what you got to realize when they say all is fair in love, and when they say that, what they saying is ain't no rules to this game out here. You got to know who you are, and you got to come with your set of rules and your standards. Because if you go out here in this dating world and you expect somebody to just come up and do right by you just because it's the decent human thing to do, you sadly mistaken. You gonna get tore up from the floor up. You hear me? You gonna get drugged like a mop. You hear me? It's gonna be really bad for you if you just expecting human decency. Because the men that you meet, you don't know who raised them. You don't know where they come from. You don't know what they done lost, what they done seen, what they done suffered, what they done gone through. You don't know none of that. So you got to have your rules, your regulation, what you stand for, what you believe. And if you have that, now you get to see who he really is. So now let me think. Now it's something I'm leaving out here because I just flowing off the top and I don't have any note cards. So it's something I probably, and y'all have so many questions. Y'all, okay, so what about this now? If he ties his shoe with his left hand and then to his right hand, what does that mean? And I'm like, so I know y'all got a question that I done left, but maybe I could put that in another video. But overall, what I need you to take from this video is stop doing the most. Stop doing the most. Stop feeling like you gotta cook for a man, clean for a man, get on your bike for a man before he's even your man. What I mean by this, men, your man, meaning y'all are exclusive. You are item. You in a relationship, and it's been that way for at least 6 months. Like, stop trying to flirt with a man, be cute for a man, just be yourself. What I mean by that is, don't be trying to look sexy and bite your lip and calling him boo and babe and hun and all that. You just met the man. Don't kissing on the first date shouldn't even cross your mind. Letting him grab and squeeze and touch on you should not be crossing your mind. You need to vet this man. So literally, pretend this how you gotta pretend. How would you act if you met me? If you met me, and some people are huggers, but how would you hug me? Me being a married man, how would you hug me? If you met me and we went out to dinner to talk about business, how would you behave? How would you talk at that dinner? That's the same energy. If you met me as a married man, or even if I was single, no, not if I was single, but as a married man, if you met me, when you gonna invite me to your house? What's your answer? It might be never, unless your wife coming with you, or never unless we married, or unless we in a relationship, you become unmarried. That's the same thing. A man should not be coming to your house unless y'all are exclusive and you know it, feel it, and believe it. And the same energy you would have with a platonic situation, like if you was talking to me or any other married man, the same energy you would have. It'll be a light hug, There wouldn't be no kissing, wouldn't be no flirting, wouldn't be no nasty talk, wouldn't be none of that. Keep that same energy for the first 10 days. For the first 10 days. The only difference in this situation is you're not actually dealing with a married man. Actually, you might be dealing with a married man and don't know it. You might be dealing with a taken man and don't know it. So that's why you got to keep this same energy for the first 10 days. Now, the only difference no, it's not a difference. If you dealing with a man that is married and not dealing with, but if you know a man, like you doing business with a married man, you're not going to text that man. You're not going to be calling that man. You're going to be there for the meeting when he reach out for the meeting and he set up the meeting. You're not going to text him after a certain time because you don't know if his wife's sitting there on his phone. You're not going to call him before a certain time or after a certain time. If you do need to text or call him, you're going to do it inside of some parameters, inside of certain times, because he's married. So that's the same thing. You have to have that same energy with a man that you meet, that you getting to know. And it takes on average about 10 days before you really get to see this man and know this man. And that's 10 physical dates, meaning 2 hours or more on a date. And in between those dates, y'all are talking for an hour a day. It doesn't have to be an hour straight. It could be 15 in the morning, 15 at lunch, 15 right after work, 15 at night before bed. It could be 30 on your lunch break, 30 at night. Or it might be just texting through the day and then an hour conversation from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Right before bed. Whatever it may be, a man who wants you and feels like you have the potential to be his wife, he gonna give you an hour a day. Some women say, I ain't got an hour to give. If you don't have an hour to give, you don't need to be dating. Because it's gonna take you an hour a day to get to know a man. If you don't have an hour to give, then close your leg, close your eyes, close your ears to men and go on about your business, working on your career, working on your brand. If you don't have an hour a day to give, if you don't have one day to wait a week to give, you shouldn't be dating. Because anything less than that, you're going to get toe up from the floor up. You hear me? Listen to what I'm telling you now. I ain't going to lead you wrong now. Listen to me now. Hey, Tony Gaskins here. God bless you. We'll talk soon.